Camping in the woods with a bunch of guys you've never met before. What could possibly go wrong? Technically, I had met some of these guys before, but let me just tell you the backstory. I went to Project Glow by myself in Washington, D.C. this spring. There I met Tyler when he offered me a piece of gum. Tyler then introduced me to Ryan and David. We all had a fun weekend together, so I decided to tag along with them to Elements this summer. We all met up near the festival, and I was introduced to the rest of the crew. Santi, Teo, Chris, and Jake. Jake wouldn't be camping with us though because he was working harm reduction for part of the festival. And when you're that cool, you get your own staff camping spot. He also makes and sells his own juice. After stopping for only the essentials, we encountered the least efficient security line in existence. After 2 miles and 3 hours later, we had successfully made camp. I also finished the Portra 400 that was in the camera and loaded up a roll of 400D, which I then proceeded to shoot almost exclusively at night. After the short 1 mile hike, we could finally see the entrance. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sights and sounds of Elements Day 1.
That's fair. That's how I end up.
If you haven't been to many festivals, you might not be familiar with afters, otherwise known as after parties. This was only my third festival and my first time camping at one, so I was not familiar with the concept. Here, the afters were stages littered throughout the campground, playing music late into the night. I did not have any energy left after partying all night, so I decided to call it quits. The next morning was beautiful, but I was not feeling it.
I'm tired.
Notice the music at 6 a.m.
Just saw the sunrise though, so that's pretty cool.
Feeling more human after sleeping for a while, I decided it'd be a good idea to eat and get some coffee in me. But you know what makes great coffee? Beans. Having forgotten mine and on the edge of caffeine withdrawals, my neighbor came to the rescue and gave me some of hers. #plur. The boys and I spent the rest of the morning preparing for the oncoming marathon. And on the walk in, I learned a lot about Tyler.
And my head hit the corner of a coffee table. Now, come on, everyone join. You're looking good. Thank you. Yeah. Hey!
And then it was time for day 2. After bouncing around the water and air stages, we ran into this weird true mirror exhibit. It shows you how you really appear to the world around you, so it's a mirror where you're not mirrored. Seeing it for the first time, it hurt my brain a little bit.
drugs on a penthouse suite. Always the good, always the sweet. So relate like the bourgeoisie.
You ever having a really good time just hanging out with your friends, listening to music, dancing, and then... Yeah, us too. Really kills the vibe. There was potential for some severe weather in the area, so the event organizers made the decision to have us seek shelter out of the festival in our tents. Fortunately, we got to go out the back entrance and beat the crowds because we had Jake with us. We didn't end up getting anything more than a little sprinkle and got to go back in about 90 minutes later. I left the Nikon behind though because it's not a Minolta Weathermatic and I wasn't going to take any chances with the rain. The rain made for some great laser effects though. The next morning everything was mostly dry and everyone was sleeping peacefully. After some breakfast and hydration, I went in early to see Light Code by LS Dream, having absolutely no idea what it was. Turns out it's basically just group meditation for half an hour with calming sounds and affirmations. And then for the whiplash of the century, I walked into a very loud drag show.
All right, now here's the best part of the game. I am working and unlegally obligated to judge this competition. So that's where you come in. Are y'all ready to be my special guest judges?
Oh, and I also put in a roll of Ektachrome. After a nap and some more walking around the campground, it was time to enter for day 3. Shout out to Ash for gifting me this sweet res necklace. She sells them, you should follow her. We spent the afternoon kind of hanging around the Wub Hub. I also did some solo exploring while we were killing time for the later sets. As the sun set, we discovered the speakeasy that people have been telling us about all weekend. It was located among the porta potties, exactly the place I want to stop and have an expensive cocktail. last two headliners I saw were Rez and Porter Robinson. Absolutely great sets. Unfortunately, I can't play the audio, but please enjoy the visuals along with some recycled and public domain music. And to finish it all off, we had this excellent palette cleanser for dessert. It did manage to get the creative juices flowing though, because I was able to use the last shot on the roll like this. I did actually manage to make it to one after that night, but my feet hurt so bad that I dipped out pretty quick. The next morning, I broke camp and reflected on the crazy weekend that myself and the Nikon had experienced. My first camping festival was a complete success, and I'm very excited to come back even more prepared for next year. I really like this style of run and gun documentary photography, especially in a festival atmosphere. It's a strange place where the Venn diagram of interesting subjects and people who are willing to let a stranger take their picture is almost a circle. Festivals offer some of the best and most unique atmosphere I've ever experienced. Make sure you let me know what your favorite set or picture was down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.